In a world that often forgets kindness, one man is about to change everything. Meet Joe, a man with a heart as sweet as he shares, sniffing children one at a time, boys and girls. But Joe's world is about to be turned upside down, with World War III popping off in no time. Joe's mom is worried. We're in trouble. To save his family's legacy, he must sell everything to the big guy. In a town that rediscovers the power of kindness and the smells of that essence of children. The sweet generosity that is shown year after year by people like Joe Biden. Coming to a theater near you. It's absolutely free and terrifying at the same time. Joe Biden stars in... Come on, man. Bring your kids this way. Welcome to the Welcome to the revolution. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. Hope you're having a freaking fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for coming here and showing up. Keep up. What's up, dude? How we feeling? Look at that fucking moron. Are you talking about me? Whoa.
Line dog face
We'll
corners.
be right back. Okay. God, I'm all over the place. I had the black screen of death this morning for my computer, yesterday for my computer, so I'm so thankful we're back in action and we're ready to party. How's everyone feeling on this lovely day? Does anybody celebrate Halloween as much as the Bidens have and will continue to do so? Honestly, I can't think of a scarier haunted house than this house right here. Where are your glasses? They're right here. Joe Biden stars in the first scariest trick-or-treating experience known to mankind. Can you guys think possibly of a more scary haunted house than going to Joe Biden's house for candy? I can't think of literally the scariest experience of my life, folks. I can't see anything with these glasses on. All right, who gave Toothless Joe candy for the children? Don't talk about Joe like that. He's wearing a cap like me. It's freaking a blue cap. And that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line, folks. It's unbelievable. I got to keep it up. Okay. I'm scared shitless. Dude, I'm scared. Can you imagine? If I had kids and they were had an opportunity to get candy from Joe Biden, I would send them immediately. And then ask for 10% for the big guy. What about the little guy? The little guy needs 10% as well. Halloween was invented by Martian communists, straight up fact. I've never read that, but I believe it to be true because you said it, you know? This is my favorite. Look at this video. This video of Joe Biden coughing as he gives children candy is my absolute favorite. Here's some candy, kids. Candy cigarettes. Hey, kids, look out for drugs in your candy. There's fentanyl everywhere. Watch out. The illegals are pouring across the border. Make sure to get help, kids. God. He sniffs his nose. See, he's like, oh, he just did that. Now we know whose cocaine that was in the White House. This whole time we thought it was Hunter. It's been Biden. Little drippy nose there, huh? God. What if you put out your candy and you're just like, hey, Mr. President, I'm here for my candy. And they're like, and you see him cough, you're like, no, thank you. And just run away. Would you allow your children to do this? My prayer and hope is that your answer is no. I miss candy cigarettes. Those were innocent times. I miss cigarettes, period. The good old days where you could just light up a cigarette. You want some candy, little girl? I know it's Dorothy. We're not in Kansas anymore, kid. Wait, is it Dorothy? I don't know who that is. I gotta put on my real glasses. Who is that? Is this like a princess? And then who's the girl after him? Is that Grimace? Is that Grimace? And then the girl's like wearing all plastic. Why is she wearing all plastic like that? She is a doll in plastic wrapping. And then the kid is an FBI instructor. Yeah, he's an FBI agent. I can't even, I'm blocking. He's an FBI agent. This kid right here. He looks like a Fed. It's Patriot Front. They're here. Patriot Front got candy from Joe Biden. Actually, on the front it says female body inspector. It's FBI. You get it? It's a joke. I would allow my kids to have candy cigarettes because God's America. Okay. Yes. Amen. Kids should be smoking at the age of 8 to 9. Them's the rules, kids. But Joe Biden coughing and giving kids candy at the same time in the middle of a pandemic should make everybody's skin crawl. Papa, you can get an amen. You got your amen, okay? You got your amen. Nope, actually said that said to a child to steal pumpkin. Damn, 12 months already passed so quick. Yeah, Papa, a woman. A feder woman. This weekend, Kamala Harris, our toughest and most bravest and most powerful vice president of all time. Oh, cool. Okay, I guess I'm not using that one. Said this. Let me just move myself. God. Can't write this, folks. Remember how tough these people are. Don't.
What's the message to Iran?
Don't.
As President Biden, what's the message to Iran?
Don't.
As President Biden said, just don't.
Exactly.
Exactly.
One word.
Exactly. One word. I like how she says it all tough. Exactly. One word. We're sticking to it. We're sticking to our guns on this one. Okay? One word. Don't. 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 That's literally what I told my bully in 6th grade. He's like, Derek, nice shoes. Let me get those shoes. And I said, don't. 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 He never talked to me again that way. You need to talk to your bullies in a stern, motherly voice. Don't you dare, Derek. Don't. One more time. Because it feels good. It feels good to hear it. It feels good to put it in your bones. Put it in your repertoire. Put it in your vocabulary. Say it to your children every day. Say it to your boss. Your boss says, hey, I would like you to come in this weekend and work a little harder. You say, don't. Don't.
What's the message to Iran?
Don't.
As President Biden said, just don't.
Exactly.
I love how like these people too like to pretend like they're not all on the same script together. You know, we're all individuals here. How dare you say we're on a script? Don't. Just like Joe Biden said, yes, don't. An intern wrote that for me the other weekend. Don't. God. She's going to run for 2024, and I look forward to seeing her and Gavin Newsom go head to head, but we all know whose head is going to end up where. Stop being fatphobic. It's not convincing without 3 snaps in the Z. Don't. Don't. Yeah, exactly. Wait.
Don't.
Wait.
What's the message to Iran?
Don't.
Don't.
As President Biden said,
No.
just don't.
Exactly.
Don't. Iran, get that junk out of our faces. Don't. Don't. God. She is so stunning. So stunningly brave. And did she color her hair? It's looking a little darker. Absolutely brilliant. Don't. What a wordsmith. Well, they're all part of the whole wordsmith genre. You can't, when the interns write these speeches for these people, they have to take into account their reading level. And I wish there was like a, if we go to like a website, go to like, what is Kamala Harris's reading level? Please say there's something. Wait. Oh, God. Oh, no. Who's Kamala Harris? Lexi, reading level 86? Her HQ now. It doesn't have it. I wish it would. Don't attack the U.S. or whatever you say. Yeah. Excuse me. Don't attack the U.S. Don't. Mongoloid bitch. Mongoloid? How dare you? Don't. I need to cut that into a clip. And then anybody that starts talking crap to me, I'm just going to say, don't. Seriously, if my boss asks me to work extra time during the holidays, don't. Just don't. Let's keep it at the Halloween style don'ts. God.
You're a lying dog face pony.
It's just, here we go. Utah City orders man to take down risque Halloween decorations, but neighbors add to the display. A Utah man's Halloween decorations are dividing residents after the city of Grantville asked him to remove it from the sign. The risque display showed skeleton figure dancing on a stripper pole with two skeletons dancing around him in the strip joint. You know what? That's what the kids are doing. He's just connecting with the youth. How dare you? How dare you? It's 2023. We're done with scary stuff, and we're into twerking. Your skeletons this year shall be twerking away. Maybe a little too risque for some people, but it's all in the name of fun. Exactly. In fact, if you come over to my house, you'll have skeletons doing lines of cocaine off each of one of my stairs. And just for the kids, they'll be taking candy-colored fentanyl because it's all in the name of fun. To the person responsible for the display, the message read, "You have until 9 p.m. tonight to take down your decorations and make it more historically accurate." Have the strippers dancing with skin on first by the city, or you have to pick up your items from Public Works building. You have to pick up your Halloween items from the Public Works? God, this is the type of policing that I'm here for. Look, don't go after, people trying to like shoot up places. Don't go after credible threats. Go after these people, because this is the real crime that's going around in the world. And this is what we should all be focused on. People putting out risque Halloween costumes and Halloween decorations. These people need to be stopped. Who are they? Where do they come from? What money do they want? Are they even aliens? Are they all Hollywood actors? What's going on? I'm not totally sure. Pray for them. We're praying for them. We'll see what happens. Guess teaching our children respect and decency and manners has gone by the side. Yes. All hell is broken loose due to these stripper skeletons. My children now are basically Hunter Biden's children. They're just as triggered and just as pissed off. This is my absolute favorite decoration ever. God, who cares? Would that make you mad? If you were in the neighborhood and you were walking around your kids and you saw some skeletons on a stripper pole, would that drive you nuts? Would that be scarier than an actual skeleton? Maybe they're trying to send a message saying that sex is over-promoted for children everywhere, and we need to be doing something about it. We're over-sexualizing our youth, and here's the skeletons to prove it. I'm using this as an art display, idiots. Wait, if my girlfriend asks me to marriage, don't. Yeah, exactly. If you don't marry me, don't. Those skeletons look bored. Maybe if skeleton strippers actually was actually a good at its job, it'd be more convincing. Yeah, these skeleton strippers are looking a little dead. Yeah. So I get paid the big bucks, kids. Children. Don't. Everyone put don't in the chat. Don't. It's a talking penis. How dare you? It is not a talking penis. It is a conehead. My hookers say don't, but they really mean money. That's true. Don't unless you have more money. Thank you, Hunter Biden, for that. Hillary Spangles. Don't Dem say sex work is real work. Yes. Okay, thank you for pointing that out. Okay, this isn't strippers on a pole. This isn't skeleton strippers. These are sex workers. Sex workers showing you what it's like being a sex worker. They work to the bone. Yeah! Because they're skeletons in the front yard. I'm telling you, this is why people pay the big bucks. Okay, this is why people like, share, subscribe. It's just like unreal. Oh God, my head is like a swamp pit up there. I even cut out a hole at the top in the back just to let it go. Don't peck her, don't. Just don't. Don't. Everyone don't. Queen, don't. Queen Bird, don't. Oh, we've given up on our children years ago? That's true. That's true. It's like, yeah, there's skeletons in the front yard naked dancing on a stripper pole, but there's also, you know, my OnlyFans on TikTok. So, like, choose your battles. Choose your battles. Do you want to see me, or do you want to see these skeletons? What's a bigger destroying of culture than me? I can't figure it out. Don't figure it. Don't what? Don't. Just don't. Everyone don't. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. We'll keep the don'ts going. Very exciting times to be alive. Democrat mayor explains party switch to GOP, says Dems won't admit violence when violent crime is okay. This this title to this is so ridiculous that it's triggering me, and I can't even pronounce it right. Mayor explains party switch to GOP, says Dems won't admit violent crime is an issue. What? Are you serious? Violent crime isn't an issue. Let's just see. Chicago weekend shootings. Let's see. How many people were shot this weekend? Look, 15 people shot this weekend. Hey, it's just a typical weekend for Chicago. Get off me. What do you want from me, huh? Let's see. Let's just keep it on Chicago. Let's see what's Detroit. Okay. Detroit shooting. Somebody name out a city. Detroit shootings. Not too bad. Another busy weekend for Detroit shootings. Oh, that's the 24th. 4 people. Okay, we're not as bad. Chicago's the worst. What are you going to do? Okay, Derek, I don't. Chicago. What are there? Los Angeles? No. LA? Shootings. Shots. Let's see here. 1 dead, several wounded after drive-by shooting. That's just 1. 3 others shot. Cool. Typical weekend. Let's go DC. Baltimore. Yeah, keep it going. Keep it coming. Baltimore, 7 killed. No, not a bad weekend. Baltimore. Let's keep it going. Baltimore sees a violent weekend. 4 people shot. Not on Chicago's level. Lots of stuff to work with. What about NYC? New York City? 9 people shot in New York. Look. So maybe he has a point. Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson blasted the Democratic Party just weeks after jumping ship for being weak on violent crime. It's not like the summer of love wasn't a whole summer of violence and more murder than George Floyd dying. But, you know, it's all in the name of a good cause. So you're allowed to just destroy people. I mean, you're seeing it right now with all the left right now. You know, the left is allowed to go crazy and make threats and lock people in places and all kinds of stuff. Or the left's always violent, and they encourage violence. And that's why they wink and nod at Chicago. But if there's like a shooting where 3 people die in a restaurant, they're like, we need to take away these AR-15s. It's it's just if people that aren't paying attention stay on script for everyone else, don't they? God. Ginger skeleton drinks Zima. Now that's fucking scary. That's true. Now that's a skeleton I'd be for. A skeleton that's drinking Zima is a skeleton I can support. Summer of Love is still going on years later. Strange. Yes. Because, Atlanta. I didn't even think Atlanta. Atlanta shootings this weekend. Let's see. Atlanta shootings this weekend. 15 people shot. Congratulations. Oh, that's Labor Day. See, this is what happens. This is why you don't trust people like me. That's why you should never trust people like me. Okay, 4 people shot. Okay. 4 people shot in Atlanta. Congratulations, Atlanta. You're not as bad as New York. What a wonderful thing to say out loud, you know. But again, we got to get down. These white supremacists, these evil white supremacists are a huge problem. We got to stop them. These MAGA supporters are unbelievable. They're causing violence everywhere you look. It's always a white guy. It's always a white guy that does shootings. Am I right? Reps Tlaib, Omar, and Suicide Vest are congresswomen tomorrow. Oh, God. That does sound fun. Maybe we should all don't, and maybe I'll solve the issue. Thank you. Maybe we all need to be like Kamala Harris and don't things more often. I mean... You're thinking about going on a diet? Don't. You're thinking about stopping drinking? Don't. Don't better yourself? Don't. Just live a don't. Live a don't life. I'm going to get it tattooed right here. And it's just going to say don't, but it's going to be spelled wrong. Because I'm crazy. God. Speaking of crazy, shout out to what's going on at the border. Everything is just fine. 100 Syrians, 50 Iranians cross Biden's open border in October. Look. They're just good people looking for jobs. We're not totally sure who they are and what they stand for and what they're even here for, but who are we to judge? Okay? It's not like there's a war going on in Palestine. Idiots. Jeez. You know that this is going to be Joe Biden's, this is what people are going to remember him by? The man that just let the floodgates wide open. And changed everyone's wages for the rest of their life. I mean, it's amazing. No more, we can have our low-wage workers again. But we're an American-run business, so support us. 150 known terrorists. Well, what about the unknown terrorists? That's the one I'm worried about a little bit more. I like the knowns. The knowns maybe I can handle. That shirt ad is fugly. It's fugly. Are you serious? You wouldn't wear this shirt, Papa? Are you kidding me, dude? Look at this shirt. This shirt just makes you want to run your fingers down it. This shirt says, I'm wearing Lucky jeans. I work out of the gym and I film myself for TikToks. And in the gym, I never use a squat rack. I don't know what leg day is supposed to be like, but everything about this shirt. If I saw somebody with this shirt, I'd immediately just walk away from them. These are not the kind of people you want to hang out around. Psych. The shirt looks amazing. I'm buying it right now. How much does it cost? Dems cry about wages, then Dems support open borders. That's what I'm exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's they cry about wages. They want minimum wage to go up, but then at the same time, they're like, who are we to judge about open borders? Okay. It's you know what? You know that'll drive down wages because there's an influx of men, particularly, that aren't going to get pregnant. They're ready to work. They're young. And then they're just hey, we're ready to work. And they'll work for low wages. They'll work extra overtime hours. They're not going to cry on TikTok about working long hours, They might be a gut. Maybe the only silver lining maybe will be a gut check for some of these Gen Zers for what life is going to be like in the future. Like, you can't cry about stuff anymore. You're just going to have to nut up or shut up. You know? You can't. Because if you won't work it, well, an illegal will do it for you. They took my job. That shirt looks like a... Wait, what? Wait, I have to go back. That shirt looks like a poorly baked cake. I think I don't. I think I'll don't. It does. It's a bit underproved, actually. This year on the British Break-Off, we're making shirts. Absolutely delectable shirts. It's a bit underproved. Could have used a little bit more time baking. Not enough alcohol in this one, mate. They think they'll get drafted. Gen Z? No, they'll come for us. No. The military, Joe Biden, and all politicians everywhere will take one look at Gen Z and go, you know what? We're raising the age for the draft. In fact, Gen X is getting in there too. We're actually gonna bring up the age required to go to the draft. It'll probably be like 30 and above. Everyone or 27 and above. Everyone 27 and above will be drafted in the United States, because everyone 27 below is pretty much useless. You're gonna make it worse for all of us. And we lived a good life. We got to see Donald Trump as president. We got to see Obama as president. Black president means, America isn't a racist country. I keep saying that. We got to see Bill Clinton. I did not have sex with that woman. We got to hang out with George Bush. Not once, twice. Once, twice, 3 times a George Bush. Don't with the limey accent. It's sexy, I know. Do you think they're gonna? Do you think Gen Z will actually get drafted? Do you think if they have a draft, don't you think this will have more draft dodgers than any other time in our history? They'll just be done. I'm done. I'm running. We got to see those 4 different versions of the. We got to see 4 different versions of the Mario movie. That's true. That's true, and the different accents. We got to find out today that Snow White, the movie, is not going to be put out because of all her crap. We got to see a Matrix movie, Revolutions, the last one that was just terrible. I mean, these are things that we could all be. We got to see Barbieheimer. I mean, who wouldn't remember Barbieheimer? Speaking of Barbieheimer, very sad news coming out of Hollywood everywhere. We're very sad. Matthew Perry's autopsy results are inconclusive. Pending toxicology report, authorities says. What is the obsession with knowing how people die? Okay, am I the only one that when I read this, I'm like, I don't care. I mean, everyone says it's vax or whatever. It's like, oh, he had a heart problem and stuff like that. Also, he was an addict. But this obsession with people finding out they did. Matthew Perry died? Oh, that sucks. I love Friends. But how did he die? What was it like? What was his final breath like? And what was his final Instagram post? He posted a lot about Batman before he died. What's up with that? And that one post of him sitting in a pool. He sent his assistant out the day he died. What really happened behind the scenes of Matthew Perry? Maybe his friends weren't necessarily his real friends, if you catch my drift. God. But how did he really die? Okay, maybe I'm the only one. Maybe it is very interesting to figure out how everyone died. And yes, I did actually look up Chris Farley's death scene photos, and I encourage you not to do so, because I was part of that generation that should just stop. I forgot about Matthew Perry. Papa, how could you forget about Matthew Perry? He's right there. Did you see how he did that? Magic. Right there. Again, I'm doing it every time. Magic. Right there. Magic. It's just, and she is not Matthew Perry. We're learning together. Toxology report. Matthew Perry's initial autopsy results are inconclusive pending a toxology report, authorities said on Sunday. The cause of death has been deferred. Oh, you know what that means. Hillary Clinton had him on his list, I swear. You think it's a joke? He knew information on the drowning of the Obamas. And further investigation had been requested before the determination will be made, according to the report of Los Angeles County Medical Examiner. And yes, I will be paying for that. And yes, I want to know how he died. And yes, I will be thinking about it every single day for the rest of my life. And yes, I won't go to sleep tonight because I'll be so focused on how Matthew Perry died. How'd you do it, dude? What was your final thought? Through an official conclusion, it is likely to be released for several weeks. Oh, that's when you know what it is. Probably Dr. Fauci did something. It's probably testing him. How do you think Matthew Perry died? Put it in the comments and let me know. Spooky. He was willing to testify against Hillary Clinton. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He had information on the Obamas. He had information on the Obamas chef. What really and when are we going to get that toxology and autopsy results? Also, Jimmy Carter. It's like, when are we going to find out about that? Unreal. Crack liquor and yeah. Hunter Biden, that's how you survive, is crack liquor and vax, dude. God. I haven't seen a single episode of Friends, but I feel like I had. I've seen Friends. I've seen reruns of Friends. I never watched it all the way through because I'm a straight white male, and I'll just put it out there. And because The Office is funnier, and anyone that says otherwise, I'll punch you in the face. I forgot about Matthew Perry because I was too busy don'ting. Good. When you think about Matthew Perry, don't. If you want to know how Matthew Perry died, don't. Okay? It's not a joke. Don't. He had dirt on Epstein Island, probably. And Alex Rosen or whatever that guy's name that screamed at Hillary Clinton the other day. Freaking king. That's some king shizzle. Oh, look at this. Does this make me look cooler? Look at me. I'm just a conehead having a good time at the beach with the bros. Friends was gay even back then. Yes. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Friends is for women. It was like it was all about dating and relationships. And then I immediately was like, okay, pivot. That's the only thing I know. I found that one a bit hard to believe. Wes, I don't appreciate that. Which part? Which part? How you doing, my dude? Okay. Speaking of hard to believe, nothing is harder than this story. Shout out to this story for being the hardest story of all time. Here we go. I'm scared. You should be scared as well. Actress Goldie Hawn says alien touched her in the 1960s. It felt like the finger of God. Oh my God. What are these people? Legendary actress Goldie Hawn described her experience seeing UFOs, even claimed that she was physically touched by alien beings in the 1960s. It was like the finger of God. Same girl. Same. What was it like when aliens touched you? Put it in the chat below. That was a time when, there was a lot of UFO sightings, and they always went for the mama spot. Hahn said that in the 1960s, the actress was employed by a dancer in the early 20s, she described seeing a UFO in California for the first time. It was really just Gavin Newsom playing basketball against Chinese children. I remember this so clearly. I went outside my door, sat out a little ledge, looked up in the sky, and all of a sudden aliens grabbed me and touched me in my no-no spot. And I saw these stars. Han said on Apple Fitness, Time to Walk. What? This article is based on an Apple Fitness Time to Walk thing? All I can think about was how far does this go? Oh my God. It's like I'd never put out on the first date. But for an alien, I just might. How little we are. Are we the only planet in the whole wide universe? And do aliens want to touch me and make it feel like the finger of God? Han called out her aliens. They may be listening. I know you're out there. I know we're not alone. And I would like to meet you one day. And if you do meet me, touch me there. The extraterrestrials apparently heeded her call. A bit, several months, 4 months reportedly went by, and she waited patiently for the finger of the touch. The touch. And said she was visited by aliens. What did they bring her? Golden myrrh. After taking a nap in her friend's car during a dance job. Is that what we called it in the 60s? Yikes. In the West Covina, California, Han said that she started to hear a noise. I'm going to touch you. I got a high-pitched sound in my ear. Oh, great. So aliens have a high-pitched sound. She recalled the actress described a high frequency. I definitely think it was Hillary Clinton. And said that there are three beings in a triangular-shaped heads. Oh, great. So basically, that one organization that everyone talks about that no one talks about. Triangular-shaped heads. She was high as fuck. She was hot for blob bleep. You guys are killing me in the chat. Straight. She probably was high. Yeah. But they had triangular shaped heads. It could have been me. That's right. And when I touched Han, I gave her the... God. Okay, sorry. I can't even go there. The aliens touched me. Oh. And it felt like the finger of God. It was the most benevolent, loving feeling. Oh, I love benevolent. I put benevolent on my vanilla ice cream every time. Loving feeling. This was powerful. It was filled with light. What was filled with light? Your no-no spot? We can never lose our wonder, Han continued. It's just no fun. It's really important to aspect of being an adventurer where nothing is impossible. Oh my God. Yes. Guys, nothing is impossible. If you put your arms to it, you can do it too. Whenever you leave dance class, call upon the aliens. They'll touch you. And it'll be like, no touch, never before. She says, I was flying my son Hudson to go see his girlfriend when we were on approach, Russell told BBC in 2017. I saw 6 lights over the airport in an absolute uniform in V shape. So they come in triangular shape and then they do the flying V. Oliver said to me, I was looking at him. I was coming in. We're maybe a half mile out. And Oliver said, Pa, what are those lights? Pa, what are those lights? Oh, God. Oh, I love those lights. It's me, Goldie Hawn. When the aliens touched me, it felt like the finger of God. Yes. God. These people are all on drugs. We need to pray for all of them. I'm thinking about dressing up as president tomorrow. Don't do it. You will get escorted by Secret Service, and I will call you in. Wait. You guys, I need to move my chat to make it bigger. I can't read all this. Aliens look at me and simply don't. She was hot for bleep bloop. She was high as fuck. Queen, and it was the 60s. Everybody was high. That's true. That was my favorite thing. Is when my parents talked about how like when they got mad at me for doing drugs, they were just like, I was like, what about the 60s? You guys were like, weren't you guys like getting high all the time as hippies? And like, yeah, but it was the 60s. Everybody was doing it. Like, okay, well, everyone's doing it now too. So like, what the heck? You can't use that as an excuse, you son of a gun. Guys, if you don't mind dropping a like on this video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you drop a like. If you drop a like and want to be touched by the finger of God, let me know. I'm dressing as a gun counter employee tomorrow. Nice. I'm thinking about wearing this to work. If you went to go see somebody for help and they were wearing this and they were just like, hey, welcome to my office, would you run away? I think that's the question. I don't know if I can wear this tomorrow. Okay. Guys, exciting news. Exciting news coming out of the banking industry. I know everyone here at the Derek O'Shea Show is very excited about this, but Elon Musk gives ex-employees 1 year to replace their bank. If you're going to work here, you got to bank with us. You won't need a bank account. It would blow my mind if we wouldn't have that rolled out by the end of the year. Hey, you're not going to, don't worry about it, but give me your money and put it in our banks because it'll be safe there. Okay, you're going to love it. We love freedom of speech, unless I don't like what you're saying. Elon Musk wants X to be the center of financial world, handling everything in your life. It's right. You can go there for all your talking points. It'll be like WeChat. And then you can put your bank in there. You can put your money in there. You can buy cars from there. You can get your internet from there. It'll be like a new government. He's on your side. Don't worry. Elon wants to beat PayPal with the PayPal playbook he wrote a decade ago. Will you be baking with X? Okay. He expects Elon Musk wants to be the center of the financial world, handling everything in your life that deals with money. He expects those features to launch at the end of 2024. He told ex-employees during an all-hands call on Thursday, saying that the people would be surprised just how powerful it is. How powerful the banking is? I just want it to work when I log in and never say I'm overdrafting. I'm not overdrafting, Mom. Ex-CEO Linda Yarcanarino said that the company sees that this becoming a full opportunity in 2024. I don't care. The longer Elon owns Twitter, the more skeptical I become of it. I don't know about you, but I'm just like, why are we doing banking? Why are you changing it from Twitter, which everyone knows? It's like changing Google's name. It's like, I'm not calling it X. I'm going to keep calling it a tweet. I'm not calling it an Xing. And I'm not going to do banking with you, bro. What is happening? Does that mean all my funds in my savings account is going to be converted to Dogecoin? Musk has discussed plans to turn X into a financial hub. It'll be like Webull or Robinhood. You could probably do trading. Calling Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, and Dr. Ophthalmologist Derek. Dyslexia alert. Derek attempts to read. Yes, Mom. I knew you were in the chat, you son of a gun. I'm dressing up. I wanted to wear a camo jacket and go as Blood Bunny mercenary, but the bosses said don't. No, wear it anyways. Let them know about it. Is anybody going to bank with X? Does this excite you? The idea that you could just put your money in X? Or are you going to keep banking in your same banking? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do anything of the sort. I think the more he starts to make more things all joined together, the more it freaks me out. I don't like, it's like BlackRock. They're in everything. I just feel like X is going to be in everything in a minute. I'm not comfortable with banking with actual banks. Well, that's true. But like, that makes Elon an actual bank later, you know? FDI, is it going to be FDIC? It's going to be federally backed. I need to know these things. Speaking of needing to know things, very exciting news coming out of your mom's butt. New York Times columnist David French announces that he's leaving Twitter for the indefinite future. And I'm going to continue to freeload. I'm leaving Twitter for the indefinite future. The reason is simple. The site is becoming more like Gab every day. It's front of hatred lies. It's a front of hatred, lies, and harassment. And while it's never been great, it has always had its uses. No longer. At least not for me. I think this is like my favorite thing. I love when people announce that they are not going to use the site on a site. It's like, thanks for letting us know. We'll see you in a month or so. If Donald Trump gets elected, I'm leaving the country for good. I swear to God. I'm out of here. I will not be around to support this authoritarian regime on Twitter. I am out of here. And I am announcing it on Twitter. To all my followers, I am out for good. I'll see you later in the hood. God. X-Bank, don't. Yeah, exactly. X-Bank, don't. Why do people feel like that? I love people that have this narcissistic tendency to tell the world that not only are they a victim, but everyone else that stays on the app is an absolute piece of POS. It's like, just say that if we're still going to stay on X or Twitter, We are racist, homophobic. We're basically Gab. Just like, I can't. I'm taking the moral high ground here. I will no longer be on Twitter. And if you're still on Twitter, I don't get it. You're basically a right-wing extremist at this point if you're on Twitter. Even if you're a bleeding heart communist, then and you support leftist extremism, you're still a raging white MAGA supporter in my eyes. Those fucking leftists will never leave. No, they won't leave. No, leftists never leave. They just announce they're going to leave and then they come right back. And they're like, after processing it for a month, I decided that it's actually a good thing to be in the cultural battle and not to shy away from it. So I'm here and I'm queer and I'm ready to get my fight on here at X. And I'm not afraid of you right-wing extremists. And then people on the right are like, so? We're like, no one cares. We're still going to shitpost you all day long. Who's David Finch? Subscription. Why would you care? New York Times. Hell, have you ever heard of the New York Times, Papa? Only the greatest news source ever to be recorded. Just some asshole. Yeah, it's always some asshole. You know, anybody that announces they're leaving a platform on a platform is automatically seen as an a-hole. All right, I want to see some of these. Oh God. I think this question from the news press. This question from the press conference it's just hilarious. Peter Doocy asks Kareem Abdul-Jabbar about the leftist extremists popping up, and it's just so great.
Does President Biden look at these anti-Israel protests on college campuses and think it's nice to see that the country's youth are so involved, or does he think the next generation is doomed?
Here's the thing. There's no place for hate in America.
But I'm curious what he thinks.
I'm telling you, there's no place for hate in America, and we condemn any anti-Semitic threat or incident in the strongest terms. And you heard me say at the top, I gave a message to students who are feeling under threat right now, right?
But would you call them extremists, like you call MAGA supporters?
You know, we're tracking these threats very closely. We are there for them. No.
You mean to bail them out when they get arrested for their mostly peaceful?
Students should have to be able to go to class.
Wow.
Live on campus in fear.
Wow.
And, you know, these incidents, these reported anti-Semitic incidents at schools and on campuses, that should not be.
Wow.
We have to condemn them. We have to condemn them.
But that being said, we're not going to look into it. We're not going to announce it on stage like we do with every other right-wing supporter and anything that they do. We condemn that stuff. But this stuff, you know, and we're just going to sweep it with a broad stroke. You know, we're just against it. And I know it's our base. And we don't want to get into that. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to tell people, like, our base to stop protesting and locking people in libraries or whatever. Like, we don't want to do that because that's our base, and we want to appease them, and we don't want to condemn them for anything that they do. Even the summer of love, we hope it happens again for this summer of love. Then Joe Biden can stay in presidency forever. Amen. That's dark, Charlie, baby. It's like a threat or something. like it's a threat. Don't you love when politicians, anytime they're like, any politician that, like, when their base is doing something unfavorable, how they just like tiptoe around it? They're just like, ooh, 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 ooh. Don't make me call out my own base. Why would you make me say? I mean, people on the right and left do that. They're just like, ooh, that doesn't look good for me. Yeah, they were wearing a shirt supporting me in the process, but we're against it. Yeah, they have videos saying that they support me, but blah, blah. The White House looks like anti-Semites and said don't. Yeah, exactly. We look at what's going on around the world in college campuses everywhere, and we just say one word: don't. Okay? Don't. I don't the New York Times. Yeah, me neither. I've never bought a New York Times. I might have stolen a New York Times at one time in my life when I was in high school because I thought, I think I was at Starbucks one time in high school, and I was like, "Oh, the New York Times. I've heard good things. Is this what all the smart people read?" And then as I grew up, I realized, no, that is not the case. But I did. The older you grow up, the people that are smart actually read the news, for sure. Okay, but he didn't finish with that. He kept going. He's kept talking about these college extremists. Here we go.
Thank you, Karine.
Thank you.
Does President Biden think the anti-Israel protesters in this country are extremists?
No,
What I
there
can
are
say
base.
is what we've been very clear about this.
Thank
when
you.
it comes to anti-Semitism, there's no place. We have to make sure that we speak against it very loud
And proud.
And be very clear about that. Remember, what the president decided when the president decided to run for president is what he saw in Charlottesville in 2017 when he saw neo.
I love it. She brings it back to white supremacy somehow. She's like, remember, children, remember that Joe Biden, the whole reason he ran for president, no other reason. There was no other reason why Joe Biden ran for president. What it was, in fact, because of Charlottesville. That was it. That's why inflation's high. That's why the border's wide open. That's why World War III is starting, because of Charlottesville. Thanks a lot, white supremacists. You ruined the whole thing for us. What's she dressed as? Someone with a job. Peter had been very clear. We told anti-Semites don't.
Nazis marching down the streets of Charlottesville with vile anti-Semitic just hatred.
Wow.
And he was very clear then. And
right. When I love it, she says this too. It's like she doesn't want you to actually picture people like Black Lives Matter supporting Hamas. Like, she wants you to picture disgusting white men. Am I right? Oh, God, they're disgusting.
he's very clear now, and he's taken actions against this over the past 2 years, and just continue to be clear. There is no place for this type of vile and despite this kind of rhetoric.
And we hear you guys, though, talk about extremists all the time. It is usually about MAGA extremists. So what about these protesters who are making Jewish students feel unsafe on college campuses? Are they extremists?
I've been very, very clear. We are calling out any form of hate. Any form of hate.
Ugh, it's just, that's politics 101 for you right there. No, I'm not going to individualize it or address it specifically. I'm just going to say broad and vague terms. So you shut your freaking mouth. We're not going to actually get into our own base looking bad or calling out these protesters in any capacity whatsoever, or these people who are being over the top with their protesting, mostly peaceful ones. We're not going to call those people out. We're just going to say just very generalities, so you shut up.
It is not acceptable.
But until the
it should not be acceptable here. And we are going to continue to call that out. And let me be very clear. This is a president that has continued.
Queen Bird says she can't call it the extremists. No, she's not going to call it these, like always. If the extremists is part of their base, you can't recognize it as extremism, you know. And there's extremes on both sides. Like there's always extremes, the far right, the far like you can't call it out. We need those votes, folks. It's election season coming up. And you think we're going to go around calling out these pro-Palestinian protesters? We'll never win in 2024 if we do that. How dare you? How dare you? And we care more about power, and we care more about staying in power than we do actually about telling the truth. And that's what matters more. Okay? If I get to stay in office, that means I get to stay in office and people get to look at me and my Instagram followers keep going up. No, you have not been perfectly clear.
Continue to have that fight in his office, in this administration. You know, when he repealed Trump's Muslim ban on his very first day in office.
Muslim ban. God. There are idiots out there that actually believe that. It was a Muslim ban. Trump just said, I don't want any Muslims in this country. Not one. Not one. It was all Muslims everywhere. British Muslims, Chinese Muslims, gross. Thailand Muslims. It was all these people. It was the Muslim ban. And yes, maybe Obama did the same thing, but it's not a big deal. It's different. He's black. It's okay.
Office. That is something that this president did. He also established an inter-policy committee to counter Islamophobia,
Wait, what was that? Inter-policy connect, an intergalactic kegger.
First day in office. That is something that this president did. He also established an inter-policy committee to counter Islamophobia,
He established a committee about it, folks. Okay? Biden is looking into it. He is establishing committees. He's giving people jobs. Yes, they're government jobs. And yes, they're overbloated and overpaid, and they don't actually amount to anything. And they just look good on resumes so people can continue to rise in the ranks in the government jobs. But he's starting coalitions. He's giving people jobs that are unqualified based on the color of their face. And it's a good thing. It's 2023. Time to wake up. Time to rise up. Time to shut your mouth and be a part of a committee today. Intergalactic Federation. Intergalactic kicker. Biden's biggest fight is with his own bowel movements. Okay, please don't do poop jokes. Okay, this is a very highbrow, high-educated audience and commentator. Look at me. We don't do fart jokes here. Okay, we're serious. Just call me Ben Shapini. She's reading The Lie. I think, yeah, thank you, Key. That's my favorite part. When these politicians like start glancing down for their answers of what to say. It's like he gives her like such a straightforward question, like, are you going to condemn these extremists in any capacity? And she's like, 1 second. Yeah, we condemn all extremism. So why would you say that? God.
Anti-Semitism and related forms of bias and discrimination. We have taken this very, very, very seriously. From the president all the way on down.
All the way on down. Did you hear my voice inflection? When I got serious, I brought my voice down a little bit lower because I am freaking out too about these extremists and what they bring to the table, and I'm scared about it as well. Yeah. Let's see here. I think we need to do. Oh yeah, this video. Okay, here, this video right here. This video of Joe Biden today. God. Again, remember, there's nothing funny about Joe Biden. He has a speech impediment. There's nothing funny. Please don't laugh at this. Here's Joe Biden talking about AI. And don't forget who our AI czar is. It is Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is our AI czar. She knows more about AI than you, even if you use it every single day. Here's Joe Biden talking about AI.
With AI, fraudsters can take 3 second, and you all know this, 3 second recording of your voice. I've watched one of me on a couple of things. I said, when the hell did I say that?
Because I have no idea what I said yesterday. He's literally like, what day did I say that? I just want to be clear what day. I'm not saying that I didn't say that. I'm just saying what day did I say that? It's a joke. Okay, right-winger. Stop saying he doesn't know where he is, doesn't know how to walk upstairs, isn't totally all there. Stop saying that, right-wingers. It's unbelievable. Maybe just a little, like, maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about. Maybe he is a little confused. Maybe when he looked at the AI video, he was like, wow, that guy speaks pretty good. Guy talks better than me. Maybe we should just have him do my speeches for me. And I don't have to. And I can just be on the beaches in Delaware for the rest of my life. I can drive my Corvette places. I can put all my secret ballots and secret things in my Corvette and drive them to my office and just unload them there. Maybe I can put it in one of my offshore accounts. And we could just have an AI president. We'll just elect people. And that'll be the future. You won't actually elect people anymore. You will elect your favorite AI. And you, oh my God, that is actually genuinely freaking me out, thinking about electing an AI. But maybe it'll be better than what we have now. Maybe an AI will actually address our debt default, our credit default coming up, our inflation. I really like what AI 1 is saying. And I think I'm voting for him. I think he believes what I believe. He's been programmed for more right-leaning ideology and a little bit with a libertarian bent, and I like that. That's more my vibe. That's the AI I'm voting for. Who are you voting for? He's hilarious. Joe Biden's beyond hilarious. Kamala has done 4 Venn diagrams about AI. Seriously, when I do my Kamala-a-thon, which I will do a Kamala-a-thon where I'll do 12 hours of watching Kamala Harris nonstop. I will have to have lots of drinks for that. But I will try to find everything she's ever said about AI, and I don't think it's much. For being our AI czar, you would think it'd be like John Kerry, where John Kerry doesn't shut up about environmental stuff. She shouldn't shut up about AI. Fake labs, fake president. Yes, fake everything. AI is Buggit. Bouger. It's Bouger. AI say Bouger. Let's get a little palate cleanser for the night, huh? I saw this video. Okay. This video of a man trying to steal.
Dog-faced pony show.
God. This video of a man trying to steal from a grocery store and getting knocked out is freaking fantastic and should enlighten your day. Let me out, man. I swear to God, man. Just let me out. Let me out, bro. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're not going to do nothing. Shoink. Did you see the guy at the end? Wait, am I blocking him? Wait. I'll take my face off. Funk. And that guy will face 10 to 15 years of jail time for that kind of redemption that you'd like to see. Make sure to never stop a criminal and escort them out properly. They're just getting bread for their family, you son of a gun. Yes, it's an Xbox 360, but don't worry about it. All right, guys, I've had so much fun with you guys, and I really appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. You guys, axe throwing class finally paid off. Honestly, that's like such a good point. Dude, he freaking nails that kid. And you hate to see it. You love to see it. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I hope you guys have a freaking fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow for the scariest Derek O'Shea of all time. It will be the scariest show I've ever put on. I'm nervous just thinking about it. Putting it together right now, I'm a little nervous. I'm scared, and I hope you're scared as well. Have a fantastic night. Peace out, everyone. Peace out. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being in the chat. You guys are the most amazing people on earth. See you guys tomorrow. Like the show, and if you don't mind, keep commenting on my videos. It helps the algorithms out. And like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. All right.